What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sky. If you're new around here, we unbox and review random stuff you didn't know you needed. Today we actually have a mechanical keyboard that we're going to unbox. This mechanical keyboard was built for me by my friend Andy Gwen. Make sure to check out his YouTube channel. I will leave it down below. And the keyboard that we will be unboxing today is a KBD19X 1800 layout. And if you don't know what an 1800 layout, I will get into it on the video. Let's go. Alright guys, and there we have it, and the first impression I got was the box is really heavy. This right here is the remainder of the keycap set that I bought, which is the GMK olive. This has been quite the unboxing, and there you have it. So wow, this keyboard is heavy. I'm actually curious about how much this keyboard weighs. I'm not sure if you guys could see that right there, but that keyboard weighs 5.1 pounds. That's how heavy this keyboard is. This keyboard is 5 pounds. Now, why does this keyboard weigh so much? It is because the top plate and the bottom plate are aluminum, and also inside there is a brass plate. So I will start by taking out here some of the keycaps, and you guys can see that we have Zilents in there for switches. And these were actually lubed also by Andy and also another person that lubes switches. I don't recall who the second person is, but Andy actually put this entire keyboard together from scratch. And I want to show you guys here part of why this keyboard is so heavy. So if you can see right there, you can see that brass plate in the bottom. So that adds to how heavy the keyboard is. And there's also a weight for the keyboard that also makes it heavy. And you also add that the top and the bottom plates of this keyboard are aluminum, so this entire keyboard actually feels like rock solid. I cannot explain that. I've never had a keyboard this heavy, and I think it's pretty cool. So I also believe Andy used 65G springs from TX keyboards, as well with this GMK olive set that he actually helped me get as well. So I am just in love with the keyboard. I've been enjoying the HJ75 keyboard from TX keyboards, which he also built for me. And I have to say, I have been missing the numpad a lot. So what is an 1800 layout keyboard? So the 1800 layout keyboard is a full keyboard, full size, like the ones that you're used to from Corsair, Razer and whatnot. But if you can see here, the gap here has been reduced. This is where usually your print, pause, insert, home, end, and numlock keys would be taking up space, but that has been completely removed. Now those keys are up here and here as well. That's where an 1800 layout is. It's still a full-size keyboard. You still have your numpad, but in a much compact form. So let's compare it to my HJ75 just so you can see the sizing. Alright, so as you can see here, this is my HJ75 keyboard. You can see that it's a little bit smaller than the KBD19X. Even though this is actually a very small format, this one is not much bigger. So you want an 1800 layout whenever you are a person that uses the numpad a lot. You don't want to lose the numpad, and let's say you're new to the keyboard game and you're scared of going to a smaller keyboard like this, where your numpad is going to completely disappear from the side and you're going to have to type in numbers up here. So if you're a person that uses numbers a lot, you don't want to be doing this. It's a headache. If you don't use numbers a lot and you're okay going with a smaller format like this, then you don't need to get an 1800 layout. So let's compare this 1800 layout to my full-size Corsair keyboard as well. Alright guys, and here I just want to be able to show you the difference in size between a Corsair full-size keyboard and still a full-size keyboard here. And just want to make sure I have it right there on the edge so you can see, same thing. And you can actually see how much smaller it is. So as you can see, this whole thing right here is gone and is just placed up here, and then the arrow keys are brought down a little bit to kind of make space for that. And that's where you go with an 1800 layout. If you want to save space on your desk, because you want a smaller keyboard, but you still want a full-size keyboard, then this is where you get an 1800 layout. And if you want a smaller form, then you go with a 75. And there is also smaller, but I don't have it, which would be a 60. All right, guys, let's do a little bit of a sound test with the looped Zilents GMK Olive and the 65G Springs from TX Keyboards. And remember, I'm not a fast typer or anything like that, so I'm just gonna be making noise. Alright guys, and here you have the keyboard connected. So as you can see, this keyboard does have LEDs inside, and it also goes along the board, along the sides, kind of like laser-like. It's really thin, so that makes it look very cool. And it also goes all the way on the front. And remember, for this keyboard you will need a USB mini cable. Alright guys, so that was it for the KBD19X keyboard. I hope that I was able to help you out as to when to choose an 1800 layout or not. Remember, if you're a person that uses the numpad a lot and you don't want to lose that functionality, this is where you may want to go with an 1800 layout, because you still get a full-size keyboard, but you save space from the traditional gaming keyboard that exists out there. I'm not saying that those gaming keyboards are bad, good, or indifferent. They'll do the exact same job as this. This is just a hobby. It's something you like. It's a custom keyboard to your liking, to whatever specs you want to do, and that's about it. And it's not cheap. This particular keyboard on the KBDFANS store goes for around $300. And remember, if you were to buy it, you're not going to get what I got in my box. That was completely custom. You're probably just going to get a dismantled keyboard that you're gonna have to put together. And even if you buy the pre-built ones, you still have to purchase your own switches and your own keycaps, even a cable. So that's where all of the customization comes in, which to me, that's the beauty about buying these custom mechanical keyboards. You can always also, if you do want to go with a smaller format, get a smaller keyboard and get a separate numpad. To me, that just defeats the purpose. Even though the numpad looks cool, it defeats the purpose of just might as well get a full-size compact keyboard like an 1800 layout, and you'll never lose your numpad. So with that being said, this KBDFANS is my first KBD keyboard, and it feels very solid. It feels very sturdy. It's just insane how heavy it is. I've never owned anything like that. I really like the build quality. I like the lights around it. I think it's pretty cool. It's not something too crazy, but it gives it a cool touch at the same time. And I'm looking forward to using this keyboard every day. So with that being said, if you're new around here and you enjoyed this type of content, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button for more. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. It means the world to me. And remember everyone, be kind to one another.